Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. Their own 25. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Navy quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got a man. It's Kent. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Calls his own number. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Steps away to find some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gets the back moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Snagged in the middle, it's Hagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Trying play action. Rifles it down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hagan. Across the 45. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Caught behind the line. It's Hagan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Scanning the field, it's Buckmeyer. Throws to the wideout. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Stumbled to the ground.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. They just keep firing. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now it's second and goal. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, going to the air. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Let's go. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. On the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got room to work. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Making side adjustments here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job. Back to pass. He's looking deep.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within one. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments. Yeah,
you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Turning it on! It's a fumble!
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
And here comes the Navy offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You gotta know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those third down and shorts, fourth down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go
Continues to fight for yards. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Give to the fullback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Creates a little space. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the move, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
A huge 3rd down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martin. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. defense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He'll make his way out of bounds. Nice pickup, and more importantly, he gets the clock stopped.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. It's complete on the right side. And they swarm him under. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Horvat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get 1st downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
The option look. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. And they get to him and sack.